What's going on, everyone? Infamous Legacy here, back at it again with another Marvel's Avengers gear guide video. In this gear guide video, I'm going to be showcasing to you guys Spider-Man and his technical power gear set, also known as the Public Menace gear set. So let's go ahead and get it started and showcase to you guys what gear pieces you guys can obtain in this gear set. We'll start off with the heroic piece. So the heroic piece can roll with might, resolve, valor, or precision. With this particular heroic piece, I'm not a huge fan of this. You can obviously get a better heroic piece, especially from the Discordant Sound Elite raid, if you're lucky. But with this gear piece, it does have some interesting perks, like the first one. Enemies defeated while debuffed by the Spider Signal will drop an additional regen, intrinsic, or heroic orb. And then you also have the Spider Drone intrinsic. The Spider Drone emits a conductive field, giving all enemies defeated near it a chance to drop an intrinsic orb. That's also pretty decent. And then we have aggressive opportunity. It kind of works like a tank ability. Using your emote taunts near enemies reduces their melee defense by 10%. So with that aggressive opportunity, so when you basically do an emote, the enemies around it, you'll reduce their melee defense by 10%, so you'll be able to do more melee damage on those enemies. So pretty interesting perk right there. However, not the greatest heroic piece. Like I said, you can obviously get a better heroic piece from other missions, especially the Discordant Sound Elite raid. But this is something that you might just want to add to your collection just to have it. The next one we have is the defensive piece. This comes with resolve, intensity, and resilience. This is probably the best gear piece you can obtain for Spider-Man within this gear set. The reason why is because of the second perk, Spider Drone Status Edition. The Spider Drone deals status damage based on what type of range status gear is equipped. So you guys can see my range gear piece right here, for example. It has cryo, so the Spider Drone will actually do cryo damage. And then while the drone is doing cryo damage, you can have like a warm status effect with your melee attacks. Unfortunately, I have shock on this, but let's just say you had like plasma, for example. You'll be able to do like some sort of battery effect because you'll have the drone applying the cryo damage, and then your melee attacks will basically do some plasma status effect damage, and that'll create a battery effect. So going back to this piece right here, I highly recommend you guys try and get this piece just because of the second perk. Sometimes with this gear piece, the shield that it automatically activates gets pretty annoying, especially for your teammates, but it is what it is. The drone is very OP, especially with Spider-Man, so you want to make sure you get this gear piece, especially if you're running that drone a lot often. So that is that. The next one is the web shooter. So we have the Public Menace web shooters. This is your range piece right here. So again, this is maybe something that you might want to use or you might not want to use, but right here you can see the status effect I have is cryo. This can come with any other status effect. Currently you will not be able to get Sonic on this, but you will be able to get every other status effect, so just keep that in mind. But you guys can have a look at the perks right there. This can come with intensity, precision, and proficiency. Not, something crazy, but you can obviously do better and get some other range piece from another mission that's way better than this. This is something you're probably not even going to be using. But it's, again, something to add to the collection, especially if you're someone like me who just likes to collect exotics and just throw it in the locker. This is one of those exotics to do that for. Next one we have is the Public Menace gauge. This can come with might, resilience, and proficiency. So with this particular melee piece, you always want to make sure instead of power attacks, you want to make sure this comes with at least heavy combo finishers. Because with Spidey, his go-to melee combo is his heavy combo finishers. So you want to make sure you do that. And then you also have these perks right here. So we have Spider Signal, Takedown, Restoration. Enemies hit with the wreckage takedowns are marked by a Spider Signal. The enemies defeated while debuffed by the Spider Signal drop a regen pack. The perks are not that crazy, but again, something else you want to just add to the collection. So overall, out of all the 4 gear pieces I've shown you, the defensive piece is probably the best gear piece to use just because of that second perk. Besides that, Unfortunately, Spider-Man doesn't have any other really great, gear pieces within this set, the technical power gear set, but it is what it is. Alright, where to get them? Basically, you can get a legendary version from the daily vaults, or you can get a melee or range, technical power gear set piece, and you can get a defense or heroic technical power gear set piece from the elite weekly vaults. So there's a chance you can get a legendary or an exotic from running the weekly elite vaults. And then you can also do the Red Room takeover events. The Red Room takeover events will drop an exotic version if you complete these certain mission objectives that I have here. You obviously will have more mission objectives when the event restarts again, but this will definitely guarantee an exotic. Right now it is showing that legendary icon, but it will drop you an exotic. And you can also run the last Avengers standing mission, but that mission's just boring. So just make sure if you're trying to aim for some exotics and the event, like the Red Room event's not going on, you might as well just wait for the weekly elite vaults to run, and there's a chance you'll get it from there. Alright, so that is the breakdown of Spider-Man's technical power gear set, also known as the public Menace set. If you guys do have any questions, let me know in the comments below. If you guys do want to see some crazy Spider-Man builds, make sure you check out my homie RJordie and check out his YouTube channel for some crazy Spider-Man builds. That dude is just godly with Spider-Man, so make sure you do check him out and drop that like and subscribe button over there as well. Until next time, I'm out. You guys stay safe. Peace.